Hey guys, it's Ep7 and welcome back to episode 7 of my Tottenham career mode. Now in today's episode, some massive games to play. The first game against Manchester United for us to kick things off. Then a game against Besiktas in about 3 days time or so. And then obviously after that, a game against Crystal Palace, which will be a more sort of tricky game than probably what we're used to, having to break down quite a tough team by the looks of it. So looking forward to those 3 games. Hopefully going to come away with maximum points that we can. This game, to kick things off, is again a first versus second, so an important match to try and make sure we can extend our lead in front of United. Before we go any further, if we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Trying to push towards 20k subs right now, so I'd really appreciate you guys going ahead and doing that. This is the team I'm going to go with for this opening fixture. Butland starts in goal, Klein, Stones, Dyer and Rose at the back. Gareth Bale, Henderson, Kearney, Rashford and Ali in midfield, Harry Kane starting up front. Let's go with things here. Let's try and get ourselves 3 points. And obviously try and make it an 8-point lead if we can. Rashford also returning to his former club here as well, so just hopefully don't get sent off or anything. Okay, here we go for this game against Man United. It's going to be an interesting match as this one, because we sold them Alderweireld, so we're giving them a player. They've also given us Rashford, so that's helpful for us. So I'll have to wait and see how we get on here. Hopefully we can beat them and get the better of them in this match. It's going to be a tough game though, given the players that they have in this team. Rashford over to Danny Rose, good overlap, plenty of bodies in the middle, goes to the back post. Oh, literally the only place where there wasn't anybody. Gareth Bale's arriving, but he arrived too late. Unfortunately, we couldn't find anybody in the centre. Gareth Bale now try and cross. Kane look for a flick on maybe to Ali. No, again, going to be cleared. Go on. Oh, what a save. Gareth Bale to shooting his right foot. It's not a bad strike considering it's his weaker side, but was never going to trouble Romeo there. Still struggling really to create a clear-cut chance. Both teams not really done too much. It's sort of a typical Man United game, this one really, and we're not really doing enough to get a goal just yet. Go on, Rashford. Run the full length of the pitch. Come on. Prove the doubters wrong. This is your time now, Rashford. That's how you do it. Go celebrate in front of Mourinho. What a strike from Marcus Rashford. It's 1-0. Where's Mourinho? Let's go celebrate right in front of him. I mean, wrong manager, but it's near enough. We'll take that. 1-0. We've taken the lead. Who's naive now?
Marcus is still a naive boy.
What a run by Marcus Rashford. I was going to play it through to Harry Kane, but I just thought I'd be greedy with him, and he hit it so sweetly. Romeo should probably do a little bit better. It's not like it's in the corner, but he just gets enough on it, just Rashford, to blast it past the goalkeeper. Didn't expect it to fly in, to be honest, but there we go, 1-0. We're in front just before half-time. Now it's half-time, still won the game 1-0. Obviously happy to be in front, considering the first half was pretty boring and pretty bad for both teams. So glad that we've managed to grind ourselves in front, considering the few chances that we've actually managed to create. Hopefully the second half's going to open up a little bit more, because United have been very closed off and haven't really tried to go forward much themselves, and that's sort of cost them in the end. No, don't let them do this. Wow, what a save, Butland. Rashford charging into the box once again. Now on his left foot. Oh, big save there by the goalkeeper and cleared away by the defender. Close to a second one there for Rashford, which would have been nice. That would have put us in a much better position than what we're currently in. What a pass that is from Bale. Finds Rashford. Now going to try and pick out Harry Kane if he can. Rashford crosses. Harry Kane's there, meets it, and what a save from Mayo once again. Could easily be 2 or 3-0 at this point, but Man United have clung on to only be losing 1-0 at the moment. Still a chance though if we can do something with that. Go on, Harry. Yes, yes, well played. Wins it back on Chris Smalling. Great strength shown from Harry Kane. And we're still going here with Rashford, trying to get a cross in, and gets blocked and eventually cleared properly. Oh, what a challenge that was from Henderson. Okay, first 2 changes, about 10 minutes to go now. Sessegnon and Danny Ings to come on. We'll take off Harry Kane and Gareth Bale, give those guys a rest. Even though we're not comfortably in front, I think it's just important to rest a couple of players before the game against Besiktas. I'm just hoping those fresh legs coming on now will be able to give us that second goal anyway. Go on, Rashford, give us a good ball in, please. Go on, let's find Ali. Oh, what a chance that was. Unfortunately, got beaten to it out for a corner. Such a good opportunity there. I thought Rashford had picked it out perfectly, but he was beaten to it. Danny Rose now going to try and find a delivery. It's a good ball in. Oh, cleared away again. Rashford's had a good few chances. Next change, Dele Alli to come off. We'll bring on Harry Winks just the final couple of minutes, just to slow down the game a little bit more. And to make that final change now. That's it, finishes 1-0. United didn't really do anything at all there to cause us any problems, so really happy with that, because it gets us a comfortable 3 points. It's strange, 1-0 scoreline's never really a comfortable scoreline, but weirdly it was in this game, because like I say, United didn't really attack us that much, didn't threaten us too much at all at the back, and Marcus Rashford, the former United player, is the one that wins us the game. A little bit ironic, but obviously just pleased that we managed to get the goal to win the game. 8 shots, 6 on target. Stats also show that we deserve to win. Okay, so the next game now against Besiktas in the Champions League group stage. This team I'm going to go with a few changes being made. I've brought in Lascelles, Kieran Trippier, Ben Davis. And Harry Winks, Session as well. Rashford going to play up front. So quite a few changes, but still quite a strong team. You see the bench looks like this. Stones, Rose, Kearney, Maddison, Edwards, Kane and Danny Ings. Let's crack on with things. Let's try and get ourselves 3 points in the group stage. Hopefully continue our good run in the Champions League right now. As you can see, we're top on 7 points, so it's important that we can try and extend our lead, hopefully in front of Besiktas in a similar way that we did to United. Okay, let's go with this game against Besiktas away in this match, obviously, as well. We need to try and score some more goals in this game. It was tricky against United to be able to create because they did sit in so deep and they didn't really come out of the shell at all. So we've got to make sure we try and do a little bit better at that in this game. I'm sure we will, though. Rashford up front is going to help us out a lot, I think. Dele Alli behind him and with an early shot that gets well blocked. Short corner here, Henderson to Harry Winks. We're going to keep running with this one. Can we get a little cross in? Nope, because everyone left the box. That would have been a really good chance as well. Session still has it and got challenged aggressively. Hopefully that's not too bad. He's down for a second. Besiktas here with a chance to cross into the middle. Butland came out for that one. I don't think he should have really, but he got something on it. And Session's still on the pitch, but he's injured. Might have to take him off at this rate, which isn't a good start to the game. Hopefully he can just run it off, but early signs are not good. Yep, so this is what we're going to do. Session's going to come off. We'll bring on Harry Kane, Rashford on the left-hand side again. I was wanting to try Rashford up front, but we'll go with this. It's probably the best way to reshape things now at that early change. Rashford over to Gareth Bale. Now on his left foot, Bale! Of course there's a goal. I mean, if you don't stop him cutting inside his left foot, he's always going to score that. Rashford does really well to feed it into him, and it's 1-0. The change will now obviously be made. Now the ball's gone out of play, but great bit of play there from Rashford to lose his man. And like I say, if you don't stop him from cutting in, he's obviously going to score, Gareth Bale. Seemed like the obvious thing for the defender to do, but Pepe, I think it is there, is beaten, and it's a great finish. There's no chance the keeper will stop that. 1-0. Free kick in a good position actually for Besiktas. He's going to shoot by the looks of it, and just over the bar, luckily for us. Probably should do better actually there. Kane over to Bale. This has to be 2. Off the post, nearly off the other one, but cleared away. So close to a second there for Gareth Bale. Big chance. Unfortunately, doesn't quite manage to take it. Harry Winks will try delivery here, and it's cleared away. Of course it is. Go on, Bale. Just hit it. You're Gareth Bale. But, you know, you're not quite that good. And Davis crosses in, big chance. What a header that was by Kieran Trippier. Great run from the right back to get into the box there. Unfortunately, though, it was straight to the goalkeeper. It didn't cause him too many issues. Go on, Jordan. That's a great cross in. Oh, again, we've lost it. We've been at the 45th minute now for about 10 minutes. Are we just playing on until they equalise? Is that sort of what we're doing here? Victor Love is on the ball. Cross into the middle. If he scores here, of course he does. We've had about 10-15 minutes now of added on time. It's ridiculous. Equalise in however many minutes of added time we've had. It is ridiculous that. I don't know what's going on here. 1-1, Besiktas equalise. Of course, like I say, we've been playing for a long time. The clock stopped for ages now, and Kwesma's scored. They'll blow his whistle in a second now, won't they? Yeah, suddenly decides it's half-time now. It's weird that, isn't it? 1-1 going to the half-time break. Quite clearly a conspiracy against us there, but whatever, let's move on to the second half. Still 45 minutes, a better team. I don't know how they've scored. I think it might have been their first shot as well. So yeah, a little bit frustrating if that's happened. No, it's got to be off. Close one. Goal is given offside, luckily. Negredo there had at the back of the net, though. And that would have been a very quick start to the second half for them. Go on, ball into Dele Alli. Chance here. Got to be a foul. Oh, come on. It had to be a foul there, surely. No, don't score. Negredo again. Getting closer. Getting very close to Besiktas. They don't really need many chances, and they seem to threaten every time they try and go forward. That's got to be a foul. I want to see a card this time. No yellow cards? Go on, good ball into Kane, please. Good ball. Go on. Go on. We've done it. It's 2-1. Harry Kane scores on the volley, and it's on his left foot as well. What a finish from Harry Kane. 30 minutes to go. The set piece worked pretty well, and Harry Kane has scored to get us back in front in this game. In a position where we looks like we were going to more likely to concede at the moment, really. But what a ball that was. Harry Kane somehow gets his left leg round it as the ball goes over his shoulder. Don't ask me about the physics behind that. It's completely unrealistic, but we'll take it. 2-1. Final 2 changes. Maddison Edwards to come on. We'll take off Gareth Bale and Dele Alli. I know there's 30 minutes to go still. We're only 2-1 up, but I do want to try and bring on some other players and give a quick rest to a couple more players as well. So yeah, Marcus Edwards will go on to playing behind the striker, which he did so well last episode. Hopefully we can have a similar sort of performance in this one. Go on. Find Maddison. What a touch. It's 3-1. I mean, it's come from nowhere, but we'll take it. Maddison, the substitute, has scored. It's a third goal now, just 5 minutes after the changes were made. And Maddison does it. Gets a little bit lucky that it flies over the defender's head, but a great little chip from Kane. The assist of the assist came from our other player that came off the bench as well, Edwards, and that shot's just enough to get it past the keeper. And luckily for us, he doesn't save it. 3-1. Ben Davies now trying to get a cross in for Kane, or maybe even Rashford. God, that is awful. He's got to score that, surely. How does he put it so far wide? Marcus Rashford with a great opportunity, which he doesn't take. Kane into Edwards. Great chance here for Marcus Edwards. Could he get himself a goal? Yes, he can. 4-1. Marcus Edwards, the other substitute, now scores. He's looked so good once again in that centre-attacking mid-position. Quite clearly his better position, in my opinion, rather than being out wide. He's stuck in the centre is much better for him, so you can be more active and involved in the game. The fresh legs help off the bench as well, but look at that run past Harry Kane and the defenders, and a good finish to top it off. 4-1 now. Final chance maybe here for Besiktas to get a second one. Oh, wow. Not even worth speaking about. Go on, what a ball. Still just wide. But there we go, finishes 4-1 anyway, and we get ourselves a victory that I'm really happy with. 3 points for us as well. I'm not so sure about the goal we conceded at the end of the very end of the first half, when we seemed to play far too long out of extra time. But there we go, just happy that we win the game anyway. It would have been nice to have got the clean sheet, but it doesn't happen in this game. Like I say, still good performance despite so many changes in some key areas, really. We'll wait and see how bad the injury is to Sessegnon. Hopefully not too bad. He seemed okay, I think, but took him off just in case. It might just be a few weeks. Or nothing by the looks of it. No sort of injury update at all, so it must have been fine. Maybe didn't need to take him off after all. We got a couple of emails to take a look at. Larice saying next transfer window wants to leave, basically. Well, yeah, that was kind of the plan. Ben Davis saying thanks, boss. Squad reports to take a look at. We'll do some scout reports first of all. No Scottish players there that I'm interested in. Any English? Yeah, I'll take Connor Roberts and Ollie Roberts will just about join us, but I'll keep a close eye on him. Maybe he'll leave soon after. Okay, so looking fairly strong actually at the moment. We've got a few decent talented players. I'll go through them very quickly so you can take a look. But there's quite clearly some good young talented players in here, which I look forward to trying to train. Ewan Reid being one of them for sure. Ian Walker I'm continuing to have a look at. Maybe we'll let him go, but we'll have to wait and see how he gets on over the next few weeks and months. But John Young in particular, this Scotsman, looks really, really good. Again, 61 overall, so pretty impressive. The Scottish players, yeah, in particular, looking good. Final game of the episode is against Crystal Palace for 8 points in front of second place Man United. We're still undefeated as well, which is even better. Maybe I've spoken too soon on that one. Palace is going to be a tough game, I think. So we'll just have to wait and see how he gets on here. I'm just hoping we've got enough quality to be able to beat them. I don't think they've had a great start to the season. I mean, that's just a guess. I mean, it's Crystal Palace. Okay, let's go with this game then to finish off the episode, and a few little tweaks to the team from the last team that we put out. So Klein Stones come in, so does Danny Rose, Tom Kearney in, so does Harry Kane again. So that's the team we're going to go with, pretty much the full strength team you'd expect. The bench is also very similar to what you'd expect. Marcus Edwards, though, is getting closer and closer to that first team. He's looking really good. Very impressed with him. It's just a shame that Dele Alli's in his way, and obviously he's got more quality in terms of overall and attributes, but in terms of in-game performance, he's certainly rivaling him at the moment. Okay, then here we go for this game against Crystal Palace at Wembley Stadium to finish off the episode. Let's try and get another 3 points once again. Quite a convincing win in the last game, particularly in that second half, so you'd hope we'd be able to take that form into this game as well, but not always the case. We know Palace are probably going to defend quite deep, so they could be quite difficult to break down here. Although they have gone 4-4-2 by the looks of it, and they might be a little bit easier than I thought. Okay, corner. We got Danny Rose to play this one into the box. Good ball on his right foot, but headed away as far as Sessegnon. Fake shot. Shoot. It's not quite Gareth Bale, is he? Go on, Klein. What a switch. Wasn't supposed to go there, but Sessegnon now delivers in. Oh, off the bar from Dele, and a chance of Bale. Save this time round. So many opportunities, but we had so many players in the middle that it's kind of inevitable it's going to fall to one of them. And unfortunately, we didn't quite manage to bury it, but a really, really good start. Palace haven't been in our half, really, and haven't done anything on the attack anyway. Harry Kane trying to hold it up, but loses it. Go on, Bale. Shoots. Oh, so close. Tricky angle. Didn't really fall to him very well, but had to go, and it was nearly curling enough. Go on. Yes, great ball. Sessegnon. Oh, that's fantastic. 1-0. What a way to open the scoring. It's Ryan Sessegnon with a great little finish there over the goalkeeper. And on the stroke of half-time, we've got ourselves in front finally. Got the breakthrough goal. It was taking a little while because they were proving a little bit tricky to break down, but it's a great ball back from Harry Kane and a lovely finish from Session on top of that. And yeah, like I say, 1-0 in front at this point. Really pleased to manage to get the goal though in that first half, because it always gets a little bit worrying if you don't score in the first 45. And that's it as well for the first half. Into the second half we go at 1-0. Need to try and extend that lead if we can, but I mean, to be honest, Palace haven't really done anything. Have they had a shot yet? I can't remember one. No, 0. 38% possession as well. Harry Kane literally having to do this all by himself. Nobody around at all. He's still going, to be fair, but wins a corner. Not bad considering it was a one-man attack. Session into Dele. 2-0, there we go. That's the one that we needed. Fantastic attack. It's kind of come from nowhere though. Not really. Looks like we're going to get the second one early on in the second half, but we have done. Dele Alli scores it on his left foot. Great strike. Session does all the running really going forward. Pulls it back to him, and we're now 2 goals up with 30 minutes left of this game. So really pleased. We're going into the international break soon as well, so there's no real need to make changes to sort of keep players fully fit for other games, because they will be having a break anyway. But I don't know whether I might make a few changes just to give people some game time rather than rest people. Well played, Session. Get going now, all by himself. Ryan Session loses it, just gets tapped. There we go, Dele into Session, big chance here. Ryan Session needs Kane to just drop back. Oh, Harry Kane can't get a goal, can he? Oh, cleared away by the defender, and then I think Townsend came in to clear even further. Frustrating, there's actually been a tap in there for Harry Kane, but he's just not quite getting the rub of the green at the moment. Can he get some here? No. Go on, Harry Kane. Oh, I thought it was a third. All 3 changes, Edwards, Rashford and Ings to come on. We'll take off Session, Bale and Dele Alli. Really just to give the 3 players I'm bringing on here a bit more game time. Danny Ings playing to right mid, not ideal. Edwards would make more sense there, but Edwards I think probably plays better in the middle, so we'll go with that. Chance here for Palace. What a save. We want that clean sheet. Don't let us concede here. Come on, not against Palace. They've done nothing for 45 minutes. Still a chance. Defend it properly. Not Martin Kelly. What a save, Jack Butland. Let's just clear that and please, Rashford. Not like that. No. Could have easily been a penalty there. Tangling of legs. I mean, it probably should have been a penalty. Kane heads on there brilliantly to Edwards. Does he have the strength to get away, though? Yes, he does. Edwards, can he score? Of course he can. 3-0. The game's wrapped up there by young Marcus Edwards, the substitute, who scores and makes it 3-0. Fantastic from him to run through there and keep off. I think Martin Kelly and Townsend was that. Really good bit of play and a great finish once again. Plenty of power behind that. 3-0. Go on. Oh my days. What's the goalkeeper doing there? He saved it somehow. That's it. Finishes 3-0. Got a clean sheet as well, which is great. I was worried a little bit about the second half at times because we weren't quite as solid defensively. Palace were sort of long balling it most of the time and actually getting somewhere with that. But we did manage to just make sure we didn't concede in the end. Got 3 goals at the other end as well, which is tough given how much they defended, particularly that first half. 14 shots, 7 on target, but 3 goals ultimately, which is enough to win the game and get ourselves another 3 points. And as you can see, the league table looking very strong for us right now. We had 9 points in front of second place. Man United, if they were to win, would make it 8 points still, but we'll wait and find out next episode how they get on. That is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please feel free to go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that would be great too, trying to push towards 20k subs, and you guys would really be helping me out by clicking that button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.